All right,
Okay.
let me see this.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 5-1 Talk Culture Chat with Jerry Joe,
Oh, we
the
got a name.
birthday boy.
Thank you. All right, let's do this. We're gonna. All right, I made a PPT. Can you guys see this?
Where am I?
This is how you do it. Yeah, there you go.
I'm in the process of cutting out my dragon.
Oh wow!
I'm
Dragon Ball.
I'm making my dragon boat.
Oh.
It was suggested, by Mary Dyer to laminate this first.
Oh.
And then cut it out and score the backside to fold it.
Okay.
And it will be much more durable.
What kind of paper do you?
Well,
use
this
for
is
that?
just 100-pound inkjet paper.
Okay.
But it's 100 gram. It's
It's a
thick,
little bit thicker one, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit thicker than most people buy 70 gram, which is a typical weight for just everyday inkjet or photocopying. But I don't like 70, it's too thin. Indonesia is so hot and so humid that the paper can just go limp. It's that humid here.
Wow.
So I like 100 gram because it's a little bit more substantial. But while we're talking, I'm gonna be finishing my dragon boat.
Oh, yeah. Today topic will be the Dragon Boat Festival that's going on. It will be on Monday, the next Monday, I think. Yeah.
And school's out.
Yeah, schools will be out. So we'll be having a 3 days holiday, and then hey, how you?
I'm sure everyone will be hoping for an increase in bookings.
Oh, definitely. I think maybe. I hope, or the students might travel around maybe. For the province.
So have you actually seen a live dragon boat race?
Me? No. I have not seen a dragon boat race.
That's pretty much the experience of all my students. They've never seen one. Yeah. And I was thinking that, what is it, the Yangtze? The Yangtze goes right through the middle of Shanghai?
I think it's the Yangtze River.
I mean, it's a big river, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be a perfect place to have a huge dragon boat race festival?
Yeah.
But no. I'm told you have to go to the outer sanctums, to the smaller towns to get into the dragon boat racing.
Oh, no.
They don't occur in the big city.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I think for the dragon boat racing, I think in Beijing, there might be some place you can go and check it out. But I'm not sure.
That's an awfully vague
like a
recommendation.
Like the Yangtze River thing. I have no idea about that. Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's one of the major holidays in China. The Dragon Ball thing, the Dragon Ball Festival, and then in Chinese we call it a 端午节, and that's the Chinese way to say it. It's called 端午节, right? And then to English it's gonna be the Dragon Ball.
端午节.
Yeah, this right here, the DUAN WUJIE. 端午.
Yeah.
端午节. You got it. Yeah, got it. Yeah. And then tell your students was going doing the 端午节, Yeah, and then also like how at least to calculate that as be like the fifth day of the fifth lunar month, like and then besides we do the Chinese people do like the Dragon Ball fest to do the Dragon Ball racing. We also eat the sticky rice dumplings. The sticky rice dumpling is called the zhongzi, like Zongzi, and it's called a zhongzi, right? And then so for zhongzi and then Dragon Ball racing, and I think it will be the most two major events during this like they call it the 端午 holiday. Yeah. And then, so what is 粽子? So 粽子 is like a sticky rice ball, and then a wrapped it like a corn leaves, and then they have different taste to it, and then they have like the meat one, which I'm my favorite one, and then also got the fruits, potatoes, and they have the most famous one, the dates. The one have the dates inside is mashed, or like the already cooked dates that be made that made it, and then like they smash it together like a rice ball. So and so here this is a picture, right? Like right there, you can see how the like a little triangle looking thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and kind of like a lot of southern people like to eat the salty ones, and then for like the north side, they tend to like eat the sweet ones, the sweeter ones. So for me is I like it both because I love food. Because the salty one's okay, also the sweet one's good as well. Yeah. And do you hey I got a question, Darcy, do you have something like that in Indonesia?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And do you have like any like a day, like a holiday, something that kind of similar to this?
Yeah, and I don't. There's no dragon boat races.
Yeah.
There may be. I mean, there's a large Chinese population, and there may be,
Right.
in fact, dragon boat races, but I'm unaware of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so,
Do you have like any like thing to like for example like to for the Dragon Ball holiday? Yeah. Hello? Hello? Wait. Darcy, is there?
all right, yeah, I'm here.
Uh,
I just wanted to switch over to a different microphone, so I
uh,
don't have to put on my headphones.
yeah. Like do you
We
have
have
any
sticky rice.
like
We have sticky rice. They look just like those things.
just like that? But you eat like every day?
No, I never eat it here.
No.
I never eat it. Rice is too many carbs. They make me fat.
Uh, I eat rice every day.
Yeah, well, you're young. You can get
Yeah.
away.
I guess I'm a chinchan, right? Chinese.
No, just wait till you get older. You'll
Oh,
see.
really? Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you hit in your 30s and stuff. Your eating habits stay the same, but your body metabolism slows down, and you just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Wow.
There's some giant Chinese guys in this country.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a sign of wealth, right?
Yeah, I think like it really depends. Like define like giant. Like
Well, do you find like giant?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
like 150 kilos.
okay.
Those
Yeah.
are pretty giant.
Yeah.
But fatness is in the Chinese culture here is a sign of wealth, and it's ironic that you'll have these very rich Chinese women that are just perfect physically, very slim. Chinese have probably the most irrational body image of the whole world for women. and being slim is a big deal when you're younger. And in Bali, you go to the resorts, and these just gorgeous mothers will have their maids running around following the kids in the pool, feeding them rice, and the little kind of short little fat Chinese kid will open his mouth, and they'll just shove food in him. It's falling out in the water. These
Or
kids are borderline obese because it's a sign of wealth to fatten your kids up, I guess.
wow.
I think it's a little bit misplaced,
Hmm. That's
but
interesting.
it's the way it is here.
Yeah.
And I don't know about, you see some overweight kids, but obesity is becoming an issue, and pediatric obesity is becoming an issue in Asia in general. Okay.
Mm,
And one of the reasons is that the
yeah.
diet is just extremely high in carbohydrates. And a lot of the diet is fried. Um, a lot of people that are not wealthy do not have ovens, or they have these little ovens that fit on top of a burner cooktop.
Yeah.
The typical kitchen in an Indonesian kitchen doesn't include a range with an oven in it. They just have gas cooktops, and they don't bake that much. If they want to bake, they just go buy it at the bakery
Oh, that's right.
because it's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, you guys have like a lot of bakery shops then,
Yeah,
like a whole bunch, right? Very much.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a French bakery which is gorgeous. It's called Tous les Jours. Okay, and it's the way it's laid out is gorgeous. It's got cappuccino and all these, just you can get these really good breads, really heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Not there's another one called Bread Talk, which is in a minute, but it's Taiwanese.
Hey.
The French bakery is
Yeah.
Taiwanese, and the other bakery is called Bread Talk, which is owned by a Chinese guy that's has a massively successful hair salon business in this country, and then he bought this franchise from Singapore and brought it over, and it's become even bigger than his massively large hair salon enterprise. Now, Bread Talk, it's in every mall, but the bread is, compared to Tous les Jours, is just play. Well, it's very caters to the Asian taste. It's very light. It's very sweet. There's not much weight to it. A Tous les Jours, a loaf can weigh a kilo, and the other one will weigh 10 grams. It's just all air, and but it's cheaper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's
But
go. Bread Talk.
Bread Talk, yeah, it's a Singaporean based
Wow.
franchise.
Cool.
I'm sure it's
Interesting.
all over Malaysia.
Yeah, I need to visit like Malaysia. I think I've never been there. Yeah. Yeah,
Now,
and
this is
yeah,
a big race.
yeah, it is. I mean, there's a lot of like it's really crowded like for Dragon Ball race especially because it'll happen like only once a year. Does it? And then for the festival, they they have different teams, and then they have different colors representing the boats, and then also like the design are well, the default is gonna be the dragon head, and then the tail, right? The heads and tails, and then you can just decorate it like with like colorful stuff on your boat, and then don't some so and then so what's the most important thing to have? Like it depends the paddlers that be super powerful to win the race. Also the one who do the drums thing, and you have to keep the like keep their rhythm. So the paddlers can control the boat, smoothed out. And like I was thinking, I saw a lot of these like on the TV, but not like the live, like real life, like one like in front of them, you know. And then do you Indonesia have that something similar to this? Maybe like a
Well,
like some
I
like
had a boat
Discover
just like
or
that in my
oh
front yard.
really?
That's that's
Is
from
it
Bali.
is it wow.
They're kind of colorful.
Yeah,
They're
that's cool.
they're pretty much everywhere.
It's
They have outriggers.
what's
There's
it what's
usually
that
an
called?
outrigger on one side.
Uh-huh.
They're just, I don't know, just a boat.
Is it dual? Is it like you got used
Two
like
guys.
is it
Yeah.
two guys in the boat?
There's
The canoe.
there's
Is it canoe?
yeah, it's kind of a canoe. There's 3 people in that
Three
one.
people. Does it have the two paddles on each side? How you got one paddle, you had to go like left.
Well, this one has a sail, so
Oh yeah, that one got sails on it.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but they're pretty much they're quite ubiquitous.
Yeah.
But mine was for decoration. It wasn't really very operable because it had dry rot and stuff in it.
Wow.
But it was kind of cheap. But they're kind of big, It was like probably I don't know, 5 meters, part of a 5-meter boat around.
Yeah.
Car.
Like, what about? Do you have any similar activities like that in Indonesia? Like, or like some activity, maybe it's not like go like racing, bro, or something.
Well,
I'll
guarantee you there's a dragon boat race somewhere in Indonesia because there's
too many
Chinese
Chinese
here not to have one.
Oh yeah.
Let's find out. I'll have to put down my dragon. I'm getting close.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It really should cut out with an X-Acto knife.
Yeah.
Okay, so dragon boat race Indonesia.
Because I saw one the teacher on the Facebook community, and the teacher posted like a Chinese the dragon boat thing racing at like Kansas City or something.
Well, there's dragon boat races in Bali.
Like in Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna go visit and check it out?
No, I'm working.
Oh.
Harry.
Okay, Darcy.
I can't get off. I have a book class. I'll be fined and.
Oh.
It's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, there are dragon boat races in Bali. Bali International Dragon Boat Festival.
What time? Like,
well,
it's
Monday.
Monday, yeah. That's about it. Yes.
Isn't that Dragon Boat Festival day?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, sometimes they do. I think they make it like early or something. I don't know. Yeah, but like so I took the
pretty big deal here.
Yeah. I think you can share a screen real quick. Oh, yeah, never mind. Wow. And then that's in Bali.
Yeah, that's.
Wow.
Is that? No, you can read it. Okay. All right, let me see. I don't know. She's singing, I guess. I'm not listening to the sound. So.
Yeah. Wow, that's great.
So they're just
like a real deal. Huh?
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. Yeah, just like that.
So those guys are working.
Yeah. You see the front of the drum is like the commands, like right. 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. 1, 2.
Sure.
It's fun. I think I want to try it. But you had to be I think you had to be like super powerful, like to get a paddle and everything, Yeah. For like a competition.
With the drum, you don't have to be.
Yeah. Like you see this picture, like some of like the decoration, like one on the picture on the left. It's like the dragon boat,
Yeah.
and they have the colorful dragon head, and then the tail.
So my question is, what
Yeah,
are those made out of? Paper mache
for
or
the
something?
dragon boats,
Well, no, this dragon on the boat, yeah.
I think maybe,
It would
and
be
then
awfully
w-
heavy if it was wood.
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it is.
I think it's made out of wood, maybe light wood. I don't know, maybe. And then, you see on the picture on the right is when you reach the the finish line, right? They usually
Right.
use the dragon boat, the dragon head to climb up,
Yeah.
and then you kind of reach to this flag, the
But
blue
these
flag.
are different though. This is a huge head, and this is not
Yeah,
head on it.
yeah, and then yeah, I'm like so yeah, and then it's
I
yeah, the
see.
head's
This is
pretty
a guy
different.
on this
Like
boat.
yeah,
This guy's on
you
this
want
boat.
to play like a do like a competition
Yeah.
thing is rather not get a huge dragon hand like that.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
not that's a, like you don't have any advantage.
Well, this guy
Or
already has the flags,
yeah,
and this boat's already passed. This boat's already well through.
yeah. So there you go. And I found this pretty cool. Like you see, I think this one's a competition because you see the
Yeah,
dragon boat. The
he looks pretty serious. This guy
yeah, they're like, let me reach that. Hey, let me get that.
pretty focused on
And
that flag.
yeah, and it's super focused and stuff. Yeah. Okay, I think that's for the Dragon Ball and stuff. And then I think when I was in like the US, I mean in the US, right? I think I didn't like. Well, I think when I was there, like where I live is kind of like a small city, I guess. We did not have any like a Dragon Ball or Dragon Boats racing or something like that.
I would imagine you'd have to go to San Francisco or
Yeah,
possibly,
like Houston.
Seattle. You think there'd be enough Chinese people in Houston to have dragon boat race?
Yeah, I think.
Really?
I have a whole bunch. They have a like huge Asian area district. Yeah, maybe like yeah, I don't know, Houston.
I I bet you Vancouver has a big dragon boat festival.
Yeah, I
They've
think
got a
that too.
huge, they
Yeah,
have a huge Chinese population.
yeah. Alright. I think I'm gonna go on to like our Chinese language part,
Okay.
right? And then so today main thing we're gonna talk about is called pinyin, right? Is how we use the English alphabet to write the Chinese characters. Yeah, and then
In linguistics, it's called transliteration.
transliteration. Yeah, I
That's
think.
the fancy
Yeah,
word.
that's yeah. And so the sounds of the pinyin is now like A B C D E F G's, but we write like when we pin that we write it like A B C D. So the pronunciation is like for A is like ah, like B is for like bo, and C is ci, and D is like de, and it's just like like super different. And also like the tones for each the abo to the thing, they have each one have four tones. So A is like ah, so we say like ah, right? And use ah, we can use ah, and we use ah and ah. It's and then so like the pinyin here, so we have four tones. The first one we go flat, so it's ah, and then
Uh,
yeah, so the ah in, and then the second one like we go up a little bit, so like so it's a and then the third one is the like go down and up, so it's like that, and then the fourth one is the downfall tone, is the it's like and then so like and these are the four major ones or the four tones we use, and also additional one there is the one with a no, like is a neutral. So we use this neutral one is like say, did you eat yet? Like 吃了吗? And so for the ma, the ma, pinyin is we don't write any the four tones. Yeah, it's I and then so like I think that's like quite interesting, you know. Like so is and that is really I mean the general like a general like pinyin, you know.
So the
Yeah,
three goes down and then
yeah.
up.
The three go like
Uh,
yeah, like
kind of
yeah.
like at the end of a
So
question in
it's
English, it goes
yeah,
up.
it's a yeah. So down
You ask
up.
a question.
Yeah.
Is that
And question? Yeah, so it's like a question. So it's like 这是问题吗? Like, you know,
okay?
yeah. And yeah, and then that's I think that's about it for the like the pinyin and stuff. Just a like the general like idea. Like we only have like four tones, you know. Like that's how I learned it from the teacher, the Chinese teacher. And then we have all the English alphabets from A through Z's, but instead of pronounce A B C D all the way to E F G's, all the way to the Z's, and we have our own pronunciation for the pinyin. So it's like a bo ci de f g different, right? It's A B C D E F G's.
Wow.
Yeah, and
So
then yeah,
I saw a girl's name yesterday,
yeah,
and it was um, I think it was uh, Louis
Louis,
Is it Louis Han? How do you say that? Louis Han?
Louis,
Maybe it was Jan. Maybe it was. Who was the boy yesterday? Some of these names are
Louis Han.
just not pronounceable, and I try to ask the kid how to pronounce their names, and they're most of these kids are too young to have a conversation, and they don't answer me. So I try to do the best I can. Um, I don't know if I could.
Did you like
Like,
give him like an English name or anything?
well, no, when they have their Chinese name up there,
Yeah.
I'm not going to rename them. I can't.
Oh, you cannot rename them. I don't know.
I can't keep track of all this stuff. I keep renaming every kid, every class. I just try to do the best I
Yeah.
can with the pronunciation, and let it be at that. Let's see if I can find.
Yeah.
If I can find this name.
What did you had a lesson with this kid yesterday? Then like yeah.
Yeah, let's see if I can find it. View.
Loy. If it this like typing Loy Han. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Louis.
Loy Han. Because in Pinyin we don't have a LUI. Loy. We don't have like a pinyin.
Yeah.
We don't pinyin the. There's no LUI like for the pinyin.
Well, maybe they were think that was an American name. Maybe.
But there is LIU.
Oh, maybe it was LIU.
Is
LIU?
Is LIU is Leo?
I don't know.
Leo.
It was group. I don't have any access. Maybe
Yeah.
it was Louis.
I think it is LIU is
LIU?
It's not Louis, like it's Leo. Is that Leo? You know how to pronounce Leo? So it's Leo.
Leo?
Leo. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Leo.
And yeah, Liu Han. Like Han is HAN. Like Han.
Yeah, Han. Like,
Like you hung up the phone, the Han HUNG. So Leo Han.
okay. Han.
Yeah. What was funny?
Han up the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
The HUNG Leo, so it's called Leo Han. Leo Han. If that's the because there's no LUI in Pinyin, I think.
Okay. Well, I may be
Maybe
mistaken.
yeah. I think the Leo Han
It was
that's be the correct one.
50 students ago, and
Dang.
my brain gets a little bit numb some of this after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's Leo Han. Yeah.
Okay. Moving right along.
Yeah. What else? Anything?
What else? You're the boss. I'm only the trusted sidekick.
What? I just decided to
Happy birthday, Jerry! Yay!
Oh, thank you,
Everybody send
Darcy.
Jerry a birthday greeting.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm just so excited for this weekend.
So did you go out to dinner with your family?
Yesterday, actually, what happened was for my birthday is I went like well I went with my colleagues for my celebrate my company like company people, and then also like I think this weekend will be like a birthday party with my family. Yeah. And then also like the Dragon Ball things going on. So I have like a 3 days holiday, you know. Super excited.
You weren't.
Huh?
Your parents didn't fib to you and tell you that the Dragon Boat races were there for you for your birthday?
No, no,
A
yeah.
friend of mine was born on 4th of July.
Wow, that's everybody celebrate that.
And he was like 11 or 12 before he figured out that the parade wasn't for him, because his family used to tell him the 4th of July parade because he was born on the 4th of July. So he thought that the parade was just for him. And it wasn't until he was a little bit older that he found out.
Oh, hi, Mary.
Mary.
Hello?
Mary, I'm making my dragon boat.
Hey, guys.
My dragon boat?
Oh, I see that. Wow. Pretty cool.
It's coming along.
Sorry, I'm late. I just woke up from my nap.
Yeah.
What time is it there?
It is about 9:30 here. PM.
It's like a New York Eastern time.
Yes, Eastern time.
Yeah. So you're just 12. Now I get confused. So you're 12 hours. See,
behind. Is it behind?
12 hours from Eastern Standard when you are on. Are you on daylight savings or not daylight savings now? You're not on daylight savings.
Right, not.
Okay, so when you're on daylight savings, you're 12 hours even from Indonesia. And right now you're
yeah. Okay.
11 hours because it's 8:30 here.
Oh, okay.
Is that 13?
Well, it's 13 for China, Beijing.
Right here is 9:30 a.m.
It's 12 for China right now, but in the winter time it's 13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, time is 13.
It's the daylight saving.
It's 13 for me right now then.
Yeah.
It's real confusing, Mary, because the time is actually measured from the west. So when you fall back and spring forward, your timeline's actually moving closer to us in the east.
Oh, okay. Really?
You look in the west. It's very confusing.
Yeah, I wish we didn't do that.
Anyhow, I have a teleconference with a guy Eastern Standard Time at he's 11:30 a.m. his time in the morning, which will be 10:30 tonight
Oh.
for me,
Mhm,
right?
mhm, mhm.
So
Yeah, me and Darcy were talking about like the Dragon Ball racing, like what the Chinese people do. So I think let's review it for Mary real quick,
Oh,
and then
wow.
yeah. So this is like what the Chinese folks do, you know. So this day is instead of saying Dragon Boat Festival, we say the 端午节. So it's right here, the second bullet point. So it's called
Uh,
端午节, come on, Mary,
yeah.
say that.
There you go.
端午节.
Oh,
端午节,
yeah,
端午节.
端午节. And
Mhm.
then so we say that instead of the Dragon Boat. Dragon Boat is like the English version of the 端午节. And
端午节.
then yeah, and then and there's Dragon Ball and the 粽子, the this one, the sticky triangle rice right here. The
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and then so like this, and then for the 粽子 they have a lot of styles, like I got the egg ones, beans, dates, fruits, you know, and the meat ones, and then I love the meat ones. The meat ones are super, and it's like more saltier taste. And
Yeah.
then also like the North people, they use like the sweeter ones. But like for me, I like to both, like sauce. Cause I don't.
What's inside the sweet ones,
Yeah,
Jerry?
the sweet ones are dates ones,
Oh,
like
okay.
sweet
Mhm.
potato ones, and then yeah, other ones for both for the north and south. I think it was the like the standard type will be the one with the dates
Mhm,
inside.
mhm,
Yeah, and then yeah, the salty one is like the one with the meat inside. That's
mhm.
my
What kind of meat is it?
it is pork. Pork. Yeah.
Mm.
Have you had pastil? The barbecue. How you say that? We call it the cha shao bao, the cha siu bao,
Mhm.
barbecue pork.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
barbecue pork, and it's kind of like that meat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got
inside
it.
of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then the Dragon Ball is like well, this event happen
Wow.
like once a year, right? So they have like teams competing, and then they have like drums up the front at the to make the rhythm going, so they can paddle it with the like
Oh,
one
wow.
two, it's like that. Yeah, and then they have it's crowded too, like for the competition and everything, or just for fun to watch.
Mm.
And so my question was asking like, do you have this like anything like that like in America, like
Oh,
something to
wow.
celebrate
With
or
hydro races.
hydro? Yeah, that's a good point. The hydro place.
I don't
Yeah,
recall
like
anything like this on this level as far as like racing and that kind of
yeah,
sort of stuff, normal
Well,
basketball,
they have crew,
sports.
The
there's
row teams, yeah.
varsity crew, they row, which is kind of
Oh,
the
yeah.
same
yeah,
kind of.
But I was gonna say, Darcy, we don't get, I don't think it's not on the level of this right here.
Hey, the crew guy. Well, they're not this big, but the crew boats,
Yeah.
are, teams. I mean, these guys are monsters.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah, like they have like different designs. This one I
Wow.
think more like a fun more like a fun entertainment stuff, but this one they're serious. They're trying to get the flag
I
and get the
see.
competition
I
going on.
see.
So you see, if you do like a competition style, you see all the Dragon Balls are the same, like
Wow.
the same one. Because they want to have the everybody have the equal opportunity
Got it.
to
It
get
makes
that right.
sense. Okay.
Yeah, and then yeah, you see like these are I think just like the the not the professional ones. It's just for fun to have a fun for the Dragon Ball.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's a cool picture. Like yeah, and
Yeah.
then but
No.
we talk about also the pinging, and when I remember one of our color chats said whatever I want to type something in Chinese and let me ping in that, right? So we're gonna talk about the pinging. So it's the pinging is similar to the English alphabet, but the thing is the tones and the pronunciation are like the completely different as the A B C D E F G's. So we instead of saying A B C D E F G's, we say 阿波吃的饿火锅.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sounds weird,
Yeah.
right? First of all,
So you make like a
and
noise or
then
something.
You got
yeah,
that, Mary? Would you repeat
Okay.
that, Mary? Please?
yeah.
No,
Would
thank
you?
you.
It's all right. Yeah, and then and so, so what I'm saying is like the sound not sound like B C D E F.
How do you
I just
like? How do you figure out what tone to use
yeah,
when reading?
that's a really good question. Like we in pinyin, we have we have four main tones. So it's the one go flat up and then down up and down.
Mhm.
And then so for the pinyin, so for A for A example we use ah, right? And for ah we have four tones. So
Oh,
ah. And then for B is like bo, right? Is bo 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 bo. So we had to figure which one. Like that's why a lot of Chinese when I pinyin this, like when when I pin it, they just pop out. They don't in the pinyin the software.
okay.
Then yeah so it's like this. So one so up flat go up down.
It would be on lower.
Yeah, and on like the vowels. The A flat.
Got it.
So ma is mama. So M-A-1. So the first tone. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then for the second, is go up. So ma, so is ma like that. And the third is like ma, like ma. You go down and up. So ma is a horse. So ma,
Okay.
horse.
Mhm.
And ma, and the last one is ma is like you're saying some stupid curse word to somebody. So stop. So stop cursing is like 不要骂. It's like 不要 is like, do not, and 骂人 is don't curse at you. Yeah. So this is a great example. Ma, and this is like how I remember I learned it, like in the Chinese school.
Wow.
Yeah. So for me, like I have I remember for the Facebook community that we did like a lot of our Chinese names, and then they were like, how do you pronounce this, right? And so first of all, I had to like make sure the pinyin is right, because some of them was like, there's no way. I was like, hey, how come I don't never see this like a pinyin? How is it pinyin? I never see that pinyin before. So I was like, maybe it was like the two letters switched, and then I was like, if this correct like that, then it's pronounced like that. So one example was like how to pronounce, like Darcy mentioned once, was like how to pronounce the Liu, right? And then it was so basically the Liu, right, is called Leo, right? And then so easiest way to pronounce that, just say Leo, like Leo.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? So Leo, yeah. And then the student's name was like Leo Han. Han is H-A-N, but instead of like saying Hang, we'll say it's not Liu Hang. It's like Han, like H-U-N-G, like you hum the phone, the Han. So the easiest say it the Liuhan is Leo Han, so or Leo Han.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
like
then
and
yeah. Okay. Sounds
Sounds
like a,
like H-A.
yeah.
H
H H.
H-A-H.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's, the pinyin thing is really like easy and also it's difficult. You have to like know like how to pronounce every one of them. So it's like from all the way to A to Z's. So it's like 阿波吃的俄夫哥和以及了么呢 or so like something like that.
Oh,
I can't remember
wow.
all of them even more.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's one because I learned this like when I was starting like trying to like learn Chinese,
yeah.
you know, and then like every student had to memorize all the the pink. Whoa, nice.
I see your boat
Fucking
over there,
bow.
Darcy. I see it,
Yeah.
dude.
And then
Yeah.
like every time I had to memorize it, like it's like a mission you have to
Wow.
accomplish for the students. You have to memorize all from the pinyin alphabet all the way from A through Z's. Yeah.
Was it difficult?
Yeah, it was. Well, we didn't learn all of it in one lesson. It was
Okay.
like half split in two parts. So the first part was really easy, and then the second part was like the half is really easy to to pronounce. It's like abo right? That's
And
really
how
easy
old are
to
you when you're
pronounce.
doing this?
How old I think was we started I think in first second grade I think. We started catching the the pinyin stuff.
So what happens if a
What?
student,
Sorry, Susan. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, what if a student is learning that and they're also learning English alphabet? How are they not confused?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, that's a really good question because if we are learning the pinyin, we usually have the mark on it. You know the tone mark on it,
Mhm.
the tone mark on it for letters, and then for the English word, they don't have that. So that's one easiest way I think to identify.
So that's just an extra
Yeah, I think.
sound for
Yeah,
that
and
letter.
then the one thing I remember when I was learning pinyin, the teacher drew like a mountain, like a mountain thing. So basically, she's like trying to illustrate that the first tone you're working on a flat, on flat, and then second tone you're going up the mountain. So we go
Oh, I
up,
see.
right, and then the third tone is going down the mountain and then going up the mountain again, and then the last tone, the fourth tone, you're going down to the mountain, or you finish the journey, like
Okay.
yeah, and that's how from when I remember that's how I learned the four tones. Yeah, they will learn they will say the four tones started, like learn it first, and then they will do like the pinyin alphabet. Yeah, and there are a lot.
I have a crazy question.
Yeah.
When you were born, when you were born, you were speaking
Yeah,
Chinese, correct?
I was speaking Chinese.
You were born, you were speaking Chinese?
Yeah,
And
I was like, mama.
You came out, you was
Yeah, I was like,
Chinese,
ni
and
hao,
so-
xie
Bushi, Jerry.
Did they ever tell you your
Yeah.
first word? Your parents ever say what your first word was?
I think it was mom. I don't know. I can't remember.
It's normally something repetitive. Like
Yeah.
all kids, they go like mama, da da,
Mhm,
ta ta ta.
mhm.
Yeah. Yes. I think it was something like the first words or like like that. Something I don't know.
Mhm, mhm.
The first words kids usually
Got
learn
it, got
is
it.
no.
Yeah.
No.
They sure do, Darcy. That's right. It's either mama, dada, or no.
But we don't have a no in
What is
Chinese.
your? So
right?
how do you? If it's no, so what is it?
Is boo. Instead of a no. Boo. Yeah, bu hao is like no or
Boo-hao,
bu yao.
boo-hao, boo-hao.
Bu hao means no good, And buyao is like I don't want that.
Okay, got it.
In
Yeah.
Indonesians, it's gat mau.
Yeah.
I don't want gat mau. That's a very
Oh, okay.
early thing. And
Korean is
Japanese is
Annyeong.
mo.
Yeah.
Mo. So that's
Yeah.
mo is a very strong, absolutely, I don't want to do that ever.
I don't think languages are as easy with the no.
Yeah.
Maybe yeah.
Oh, I got a real question, Susan. Do you have when you're in the Korea, and then did it have like did it have like some activities like the Dragon Ball racing over there, or something like similar to it? Maybe like a lion dancing, like a something.
Nothing particularly. They do
Yeah.
have like masks, traditional masks, and there's like a
Uh-huh.
dance that goes with the masks
Yeah.
and kind of like a story. That's the only thing I
What
can think
about
of.
like food,
Um,
food-wise though? Like, eat like because they eat like something like to celebrate, like a holiday.
um, yeah, I never actually spent holidays
Okay.
there. I left every holiday.
Oh.
Are you in Korea now?
No, I'm in New York. Actually, I was going to on Saturday probably end up in the biggest Chinatown, I think,
Oh.
outside of Asia. I'll be in New York with my sister and my nephew who though we live in Long Island, which is far out east, think near the Hamptons, but not quite as nice. They don't get out to the city much, so I'm basically like their guide, and I always try to go for dim sum, or I try to get something there, and
Yeah.
like my nephew loves to eat whatever. Like it's funny because I would bring him to Korean restaurants, and he found out all the side dishes were free, and then he would just be like, more kimchi, and I'm like, you're eating kimchi? Like he loves
Yeah.
he loves
Yeah,
every
like
food.
in China is for like if I go like the Korean restaurant, right? They give out like a whole bunch side dishes for free too.
Right,
Like
yeah, you
in
can keep ordering
the
more.
sprouts, and then I was like, hey, so there's one like a funny story. What happened was I was restaurant with my friend, right? And then it was lunchtime, so we ordered like the Korean barbecue, like everything.
Mhm.
And so we're like, he was like, "What do you want to eat?" I was like, "Okay, I'll eat that and that, right?" And he was like, "No, let's eat like get the rice thing, the the stone rice one that you put
Yeah,
the
bibimbap.
bibimbap, that." And then he was like, "Let's just order two bibimbap, and then we're all set to go." And I was like, "Why?" Because we all had the free side dishes, all you can eat, right? I was like, "Dude, come on, man! This is
That's funny.
cheap Chinese, you know."
You know what always got me?
Yeah,
The Weishik. So I would go with my company or with my school
yeah,
to Weishik, which is like where you go eat with your school or
uh-huh.
company.
Yeah,
And now they wouldn't have as many rounds as I think the Chinese do, but what they do is they are done eating all this meat or all this seafood, and then they're like, let's get rice or noodles. I'm like, I don't want rice or noodles. I'm full.
yeah,
I would always be full, and then they would want more,
yeah.
like some
Because like
carbohydrate to
here,
eat
they
afterwards.
got the free kimchi and the free mashed potato one, and then the sprout.
Mashed
Yeah,
potato.
the sprout one, and then
Yeah.
they have other like the seaweed, I think. Yeah, and then,
I like the steamed egg.
yeah,
I always like.
they had that too. I'm not sure, but like my friend was like ate like 5 of the mashed potatoes. I was like, dude, stop. That's not cool. You know, I was like, bro, I'm not. I was like, hey, dude, I'm not taking you anymore to the Korea. Oh, man.
What do you think of soju? Soju.
Soju, I think soju is alright because I don't drink the soju thing. Yeah.
I got tired of it. Like I now I'll be like, oh, if it's flavored, I'll drink it. But I got so tired of it because they'll make mixed drinks
Yeah.
with it. Like they'll make anything with it, And then the beer was horrible too. I did not like a lot of the
I
drinking.
I just drink the maybe a Coke or a Sprite or something for the
The cider.
yeah.
I had to get used to that. I don't know what like if cider has any meaning in China, but here it's like
Yes.
an apple drink in the
Like
States.
a cider is kind of the same. Like a cider, like that's like a default apple, like an apple drink,
Yeah,
like
in
alcohol.
Korea it means Sprite. If you order cider, you're getting a Sprite.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting to learn. A
Weird.
cider. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Like what about in the U.S. What's the cider? Like we go to restaurants. Like, can I get a cider? What did you came up?
Oh, cider is huge around, to be honest with you, cider is huge around the
Yeah.
Christmas holiday. It's huge here.
Yeah, it's like
Right. Usually the rest of the year you may be able to get it. The grocery stores sell it. The grocery stores, if you want it the rest of the year, you can't get it from the grocery stores. But as far as like festivities around Christmas, is when you see a lot of people doing eggnog and cider.
What's an eggnog?
Yeah, is there
What is it?
alcoholic cider or is it just apple?
I'm sorry, repeat that, Susan.
Cider always is an apple drink. It's nothing like eggnog where there's alcohol in it, right?
No. Yeah, well, some people spike cider. Yeah, and some people put ginger ale in it. And
Yeah, I'm
Sprite
thinking of those apple drinks you get at the store.
Yeah. So they usually just get the regular, ginger ale the regular apple cider out of the store, and then they mix it with ginger ale or liquor. So, yeah.
Yeah, because you said hot.
Oh, I can't stand eggnog, man. That is so nasty, but people love it. I mean, it is huge in America, but I do not drink eggnog. It's like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
God, I think I missed home a couple Christmases ago, and I was like, I'm just going to make eggnog. And I'm like, why am I doing this for my friends when I don't even drink?
How did that turn out?
It was all right. Everybody was scared of it, but
what's an egg though? What is that? Is it a drink?
Man, Susan, tell them what that is.
All right,
What is that?
a cream-based alcoholic beverage. I think you also use eggs. I can't remember.
Yeah, you put egg in it.
I suppose
It's like raw egg.
I made it, but I don't want to
It's a
remember.
raw egg, but the thought of eating or drinking raw egg is repulsive for me. So
if you're gonna have a raw egg, you have
no.
it in a margarita.
Yeah, that's right. They do it in the margaritas too. The whole raw egg concept is just a problem for me. I just don't love that kind of protein. So
I like when you were talking about the stone pot, like bibimbap. I like the egg roll that.
Yeah,
because it cooks.
I like that too. Like it
doesn't over.
They don't overcook. They just have the sunny on the side, like on top. Sunny on top. That's what we call it.
Funny is there were some English teachers I was helping out because they didn't know how to order off of the menu without English. So I had these girls who just got there. Like I think they had gone through 2 weeks of training at a university, but they didn't teach them how to live. Like they didn't teach life skills. So I was like, all right, I'll bring you guys to a restaurant. And they all ordered bibimbap. Sometimes you can get it vegetarian, so they were happy. A few of them didn't eat meat. I'm like, you're gonna have a hard time. But nobody was using the red sauce, like the gochujang, the spicy red sauce. And the lady at the store, she's like, why aren't your friends using the sauce? So I'm like, oh yeah, guys, you're supposed to use the spicy sauce. Try a little bit.
Yeah.
And mixing or it'll burn. Like you want it to burn a little bit on the bottom, but not too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else tried it.
I tried it. Just like tried it in China, and then if they give you the red sauce, the spicy sauce, I just like not put the whole thing inside. my friend was like dipped the whole thing to the rice and then mixed it, and then the rice was like completely turned red. Like I was like, dude, are you gonna be a Charizard or something?
Is it really
You know,
Yeah.
I was
spicy?
like,
Here's a challenge.
Is it very spicy?
I mean,
It
for me,
is.
yes, it's super spicy. And I only can my level
do
like of
spicy anymore.
spicy deal is like mild. I cannot do
Okay.
like extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
I
wouldn't
can't
like
do the mild
there's a
anymore.
there's a chicken noodle that's everybody on YouTube is doing a challenge with the duck
Oh my god, yeah, the black
the
cup
chicken,
one,
the
right?
fire chicken
The
noodle.
fire one. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
that's
god,
crazy.
I would like die like if I do that.
I mean, it
My
brings
hubby
size, man. I mean, it's like, oh my God, it's like
he bought about 30 packets. We were in a Korean grocery store. He bought 30 packets, and every time we see friends, he's like this. I'm like, why are you doing this to everybody? He keeps
Wow.
That's
Wow.
like
Yeah.
get him to eat durian.
Oh my god.
wow.
No.
Durian candy was enough for me.
Dude, like
Today
yeah.
I had a weird thing. Pickle candy.
Oh, you
What?
did?
Pickle flavored candy.
Wow.
What?
The Koreans will pickle anything, won't they?
Basically, yeah. Everything's pickled.
Wow.
Or either pickled or spicy.
Or both. Mhm.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's like
healthy though.
like a sour and spicy food, more
I
like
suppose
it, right?
it's better than being fried.
I lost weight in Korea. I did.
Mm.
Oh.
I can see that. That makes sense to me.
I mean, I like the food now. I'll make some of the food. I made kimbap the other day.
But everything
Kimbap.
I can't eat. I can't eat. My diet is very strict. I'm very
Rick.
strict with my diet.
Right now, I'm being pretty strict besides that pickle thing.
Is it like a wrap?
Yeah, it's like a roll.
Yeah, I think.
So
Yeah.
if they go on picnics or they go like
Yeah.
so-called
Mhm.
mountain climbing, which isn't really mountain climbing because it's like there's steps and everything, like everybody will pack a lunch and they'll all pack kimbap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
It'll have like steak or chicken or gogi, which is meat. Like it'll have cooked fish, like tuna, like canned tuna in it, pickled
Mm,
vegetables.
I'm starving now by talking about that.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. Like, soon as something to eat.
Yeah.
Korean
Yeah,
people
me-
not re-
I like all types of food, and when I was there, I would travel over to the military based area to get like Indian food or
Oh yeah, I love Indian food. Oh my goodness.
Cool.
like it was sometimes difficult to
Yeah.
find stuff that wasn't Korean.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming for the Chinese culture chat.
My boat's
And
coming together.
oh, let me see. Oh,
Oh,
What is that made
there's,
out of?
There's a download
Paper?
online.
Paper.
Where you
Yeah.
can get it.
I think it was on the Facebook.
Ronnie Ray.
Ronnie Ray.
yeah, Ronnie Ray, she does that, Susan. I don't know if you saw that or not. She
I gotta
does
look.
those.
Mhm.
She's pretty
All
neat.
right, I'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
On-
Next Thursday, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Bye.
I'll-
Yeah. See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.